Okay, in typical near final boss kind of ending, you know, dungeon fashion, as is expected, this creature has multiple forms. Trying to get the right angle here. Okay, so we have the caterpillar form, which we're currently fighting. It has 5,500 HP. When we finish this fight, we should get 13,000 experience, 300 gold. Never enough gold in this game. It does have a pupa stage, which is its second form, and then its final evolution, sort of, you know, metamorphosis, which is the imago form. The pupa form has only 2,500 health, whereas its final form has 12,000, so it's going to be kind of a step-by-step thing. Obviously, the strategy here is just to attack this thing, try and get rid of it. We're going to save the psychedelic bomb for its final form.
Die. More and more.
Okay, what does that do to her? That's probably like something. I really don't remember what all these statuses do. She's stunned. And I'm not gonna... I don't think it lasts the whole battle. We'll just go ahead and attack.
First dance!
It hits pretty hard, even on dart.
Go! First dance!
Yeah, that's what I thought. It wears off.
Yes. Go. First dance.
Hush. Die. More and more.
Ouch.
Yes. Go. First dance.
Hush. Die. More and more.
Yes. Go. First dance.
Hush. Die. More and more. Hush. Die. More and more.
Okay, now that it's going into its second stage, the pupa stage, this form does not, or it will not attack us. So we can pretty much just use the guard move every turn just to kind of get our health back up. And then kind of just wail away at it until it moves into its third form.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Touch. Go. Crash dance.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Touch. Go. Crash dance.
Die. More and more.
Yes, we are at the Divine Tree. Welcome to the stream, Vega Sarah. We are trying to, I'm going to try my best to finish the game this stream. But I know there's a lot of story plot to get through, so we'll see. But we are definitely at the end of the game.
Die. More and more.
Okay, we have now moved into the Imago form, 12,000 HP. We'll do our best, but I think what we want to do is definitely hit it with the Psychedelic Bomb X, and then go into our Dragoon form so we can kind of avoid the status effects that this thing can kind of throw at us. Yeah, I remember when I first beat the game for the first time, which is I've only beaten the game once actually. It took me a while. I think I was around this level too. I don't know if I was as prepared. What level were you, if you don't mind my asking? And of course it's neutral nature, so I guess it doesn't matter who we go special with. I actually wish I would have been able to finish the game last November, but I had a lot of stuff going on, so I put it off for like a year. But I guess I wasn't that far from the end of the game. Alright, let's see. We're gonna just beat the living hell out of this. It's got some health still. I'm not quite sure how much our Dragoon magic's gonna hurt it. Since I have you here, Vega, if you don't mind, how does the stream sound between my voiceover and the game audio levels? Because between the last stream and this one, I messed around with my capture device and inadvertently upped the bass volume and decibels, and I forgot what the original settings were. So I think I got as close to what it used to be, but I'm not 100%. That's good, that's good. I was pretty sure that what I did was I have a 5 decibel increase on my audio and a negative 5 decrease on the game, so that everything kind of balances itself out. At least that's what I thought it was. I really ought to learn to write this sort of data down so I don't ever have that kind of issue. Yeah, last week or the week before. I don't think I streamed last week. It was the week before, or no, it was last Saturday actually, because I took some vacation time. for my job. Got through Xenobotos, which took a little bit more than I was expecting, and then we got through Mayfield just fine. The stupid grid-based puzzle that I had trouble with the first time I played through this game. It was so easy. I don't know what made my little 10, 12-year-old brain. I guess the internet didn't exist back then, really, so that probably contributed to it. But this time blew through it, no problem. Were you... I'm sorry if I forgot. Were you the one telling me about the PS1 game? Oh gosh, I looked it up. It's sort of almost like Pokemon. You kind of go into this tower, you kind of raise and catch monsters and stuff. Yep, Azure Dreams, that's right. I looked it up. You know, that looked pretty cool. It reminded me of I haven't played it, but it's for the Wii. I believe it's Pandora's Tower. Kind of the same concept in some respects. You know, going into this big tower with monsters in each, you know, level. It looked pretty cool. Definitely on my list of games to try and track down. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I have the game sitting on my shelf, just like Xenoblade Chronicles. And, I think The Last Story. I did play The Last Story. It was one of those games that everybody wanted to be localized. And of the three, Last Story was probably the closest thing to the spirit of Final Fantasy than most Final Fantasy games that have come out recently. But I mean, that's to be expected. It's straight from Hironobu Sakaguchi and his, you know, Mistwalker company. Oh, I was getting kind of worried though that we weren't going to kill it before we ran out of our Dragoon forms. Although I could have expedited the whole process by using some magic with Miranda. And we got a Moon Serenade, a Sun Rhapsody, and a Healing Rain for our troubles. Okay, we definitely want to keep those. Let's get rid of... Let's see that for everybody, so... So we have to do that during battle, so let's get rid of one of those. Sun Rhapsody is just for one person. I'm not going to hold on to that. And a Healing Rain we already have 4 of them. What does Fog have? No, that's for one person. We'll get rid of that. And actually, you know what? Do I have any throwing items I can kind of... Well, we got 2 of those. Get rid of one of those, and I guess we can get rid of the other downburst for that. There we go. Now, can I go all the... Well, we definitely need to take on at least some fights so that we get our Dragoon gauge back up. I think... Can we go back to the Healing Spring? I imagine that the answer is yes. Okay, so the little thing on all 4s didn't have too much health.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
Oh, I should have used the one stone to keep it from moving. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
Die. More and more.
So is there any, Vega, is there any games you're looking towards maybe speedrunning other than Devil May Cry? Or DMC? Ouch. What's that? Fear? Yeah, I think that's fear.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
I remember that game. I actually tried doing a let's play of it, but I kind of got stuck near the end. 1.5 minutes? Are you serious? How do you beat a game like that in only 1.5 minutes?
Die. More and more.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yes. Go.
Yeah, I never managed to beat it, so I don't quite know exact. I think I got near the end, and I couldn't get the final color that you can gain control over, or the final gun. There's different kind of guns, I remember, and I couldn't get into the room that had that last item. I did, however, play through the game Cube, Q-U-B-E. The normal version of it. That was kind of a fun game. Similar concept, just not quite as puzzle-based. Or the puzzles aren't as difficult as an anti-chamber. Most definitely, most definitely. I enjoyed the simplicity of it. It was an interesting concept for a game. I haven't found any kind of indie kind of developed games like that since. The Stanley Parable was kind of cool. I played through that, but I know that's from a Half-Life mod, and I didn't know too much about that beyond that.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I'm trying to think of other good ones I've played. There's a few out on Steam, but I don't know if they didn't quite get the right type of reception from the community, so I don't think that they're necessarily great. Actually, you know what? It's not quite puzzles so much as sort of like I don't know how to describe it. If you've ever played the game Catherine by Atlas, that's an interesting sort of Persona type adventure mixed with these really interesting block puzzles.
Die. More and more.
Most definitely. I got a kick out of it. Atlas is pretty much one of those top developers that if they have their name attached to something, you can almost guarantee it's going to be fun as hell to play. Might be a little bit out there, but it's definitely fun to play. Same thing with Nippon Ichi Software, NIS America. Their Disgaea games, you know, the strategy RPGs. A lot of fun. I guess level 5 has kind of been making a comeback too. Although personally I didn't like the oh, what's it called? Kino Uni or whatever. The whole oh, what's it called? The White Witch or whatever. Are you in reference to Japanese role-playing games or just Japanese games in general? Like the Wrath of the... Let me go back on that. The only reason I knew about it and heard about it, and I know it's getting a sequel, is Level 5 worked on it. They did, most notably for the games I've played, is the White Knight Chronicles. But they also worked in conjunction with Studio Ghibli, which is famous for their animated films. I found the game boring, but you know, to each his own. Touche. I think what I was really trying to get at was, I mean, pretty much, unless it's a Western developed game, almost everything coming out of Japan is Japanese. You can quantify it like that. I'm trying to think, what's a more recent game that just came out? I really don't play a lot of new games. Okay, so would you define a specific genre, maybe? And the West has some decent. I mean, they're pretty much the games we can produce in the West are really quickly catching up, if not have already surpassed what the Japanese are doing. I think because the West is an ever-evolving type of development mindset, whereas the Japanese are still kind of focused on the way that they do it, or that they've done it since, you know, time immemorial, in blah 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 blah, and I'm stuttering, since forever. But I'm warming up to Western RPGs. It really comes down to the gameplay for me.